But there is a lot of work, and I feel like the one of the bigger issues for the Raiders' offensive line last season, because there were so many injuries, was depth. We had no depth at offensive line, and I think that's something that needs to be looked at this year. And I'm not talking depth like like Stone Forsythe or guys like that, where you bring these guys in that 1 year deals that are actually third string tackles that are guards or whatever that are just awful. I'm not talking about those. I mean, guys that are fringe starters that you could roll these guys in and you don't lose anything. Fringe starters, you're going to have to pay those guys. You're going to have to pay them, but the depth was so bad last year on the offensive line, and it's something we can't go through again. So they really need to seriously look at the depth of the offensive line and throw some money at those backups or rotating type pieces or whatever. That I feel like they have to be fringe type starter guys and go from there. Because you're going to have injuries on the offensive line. It's inevitable. It really is. It's inevitable that there's going to be injuries on the offensive lines. Guys, tackles, they'll always, tearing biceps or pectorals or getting ankles rolled up on. Happens all the time. It's the nature of the beast. You're in the trenches, and that's where all the banging around and the mauling happens, and they're going to get hurt. So you really need to have good depth, and it's just something that's been seriously lacking.